Now we're in business. Okay, so you notice that he has the nimble and well cared for hands of a spellcaster.
Ah.
Ooh.
He knows that. We didn't notice that.
All right, fantastic. Okay, so other than some very, very uncomfortable armpit hair braiding,
Still, and lots of crying.
so you allow this to go down.
I don't know what to
Is that your
do.
character's personality then?
Well, what I'm going to do is climb out the window.
Okay, so you're
At
going to
some
escape.
point.
You're going to make a pretense and escape. Okay,
And then
fantastic.
go sleep out
Let's
with the
roll 'em.
horses.
That's awesome.
Is this an escape or a climb? Or what?
Pick one. Take
I
your
can
best
climb.
thing.
You're a good
Let's
climber.
have it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
What is that?
She does a freaking half gainer
Plus
out the
5.
window and lands on her feet. Actually, that'd be acrobatics. But still, you climb.
Okay, so what
climb
did
good.
you get?
24
That's
plus 5
awesome.
for climbing.
We're rolling good. We're going to get in combat and then waste all our
hold
good
on,
games.
skills. Hold on, I'm gonna look for my sense motive. What did you get again?
24.
Oh. All right, yeah, she actually goes to check. You hear her going to check the door to see if you left. She's like, what's your character's name? Okay.
I can't remember.
That's a very weird name. Yeah, Maniac, Jane Doe.
That works.
Jane Doe.
Nobody's ever given me a name before. I will be Jane Doe.
Okay,
Until
so, okay, well, the night passes uneventfully, as I said, and the next morning the town is abustle. This is like a New World colonial, Wild West kind of marketplace feel to this entire town. There's all sorts of people, there's all sorts of trading going on. It has a bit of a kind of almost like a lawless feel to it.
Nice.
And
We'll fit in great.
That's why it makes sense for me to wake up covered in
there's
mud.
really a sense of optimism. It's summertime. You guys are in. It's like days before the summer solstice. All the trees are in bloom.
Nice.
It's well, that would be spring, wouldn't it? But
Breathe
the
the
foliage
fresh air
is
of
just at its
Magmar.
height. Oh yeah, it is absolutely fantastic. Magmar is known as the City of Monuments because it has
Lots of history.
giant monuments from the age of Thessalonica. Notably is what's called the Ire Span, which is this now defunct giant bridge, like huge. Like you look at the scale,
That
you look at
bridge
the
is
regular
like
road
2
and then
city
the bridge.
blocks wide.
So the pylons are just sticking up out of these pylons are huge. In fact, is there a scale on here?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, 500 feet. So it's
200
actually
feet
like
wide.
600 feet. Though this
Right.
here is like 700 feet wide.
Yeah.
That's enormous. Just to give an idea, this room is only 70 feet across.
Wow.
So it's like 10 of this room.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a big bridge.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's march your
So
army.
High Parch Manor is this right here. I believe it's
Yeah.
13. Can you check the key? No, it's 12. There it is, 12.
Okay.
And so it's got its walled compound.
Okay.
And so you guys, I guess you guys just walk over there.
Yes. I'm gonna
Well-
keep my eye out for that dude along the way.
When I first wake up, I'm
Okay.
going to go back into where everybody was before and ask the first person I see, do you remember what I did here last night? Was I here last night?
Oh.
But it's going to sound more like, what did I do?
Well, you went to a private room with her, and
You were looking pretty friendly with the dwarf girl.
That was that was about it.
braiding your armpit here.
Okay, guys, let's fast forward because we
Yeah.
really don't have a lot of time left tonight. Okay, when you arrive at the manor, there are two very, very well-groomed halflings tending a pretty right angles garden. But that said, other than the fact that everything's well trimmed, it is a lot like an English garden. Like it's very thick
Beautiful.
foliage and very colorful. but also a lot of green, like kind of let to grow more naturally. And so there, and the two halflings are matching Curtis with gold trim, not real gold, but just gold colored trim. Okay, so you're met by Sheila
Miss Highmarsh
at
has some money.
the
She's a woman
at
of
the door.
means.
Yeah, and she has
What
Okay.
was your race again?
now.
Asmar. Or Osmar.
Yeah.
Go past
If
me.
she was,
I don't have a name yet.
Okay,
Sheila is played by
determined.
Mary Steenburgen.
Oh,
okay.
Okay, and that's how she sounds too.
that's cool.
She has this
Awesome.
very very attractive voice.
Hey, what's your
And something about her bearing, just the fighters notice this, the others don't, is her bearing is somebody who's been in a lot of combat
Okay.
before. So
She
even
doesn't
though she
look
has
it.
the trappings
Yeah.
of a noble, she's got, like, those weapons are there, and they're put on there
For a reason.
correctly.
Okay.
So, so she thanks you for answering her summons, and she introduces. Do you want to go back to and see the picture of her? You bet. Hold on, I'm working up there.
Yeah, it's the same girl.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, it's the front page. Yeah. Hello.
Bless
Yeah.
Wayne
All
Reynolds
right,
and his
fantastic.
sword.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's ridiculous. With her is a much more travel-worn companion. And I'm trying to find a better picture of her. Well, anyway, yeah, she's a half-elf. She's very short, and she's introduced as Kariah. And and nearby is another halfling who has a like a what's that word? A dumbwaiter, or like a little gurney type
Oh,
table
yeah.
with wheels, a
Little
wheel
tray
table,
thing.
and has what they apparently were looking at, which looks like a bunch of stone artifacts. And she covers them up as you guys approach. So anyway, she welcomes you. She asks who you all are. So it's time. So introductions. You guys are up on the porch.
Okay.
It's almost like a kind of a Cape Cod thing. Well, welcome, Wizard! Brilliant. And you see Kariah smiles broadly, and tilts her head as if really sizing you up. Okay, and?
I don't have a name yet. But I
All right,
introduce
you
myself.
say your name.
Yeah, I say my name.
All right, fantastic.
It's kind of nod, short bow.
All right, am I like totally blocking you guys when I sit down? I think I am.
She doesn't remember.
All right,
My
there we go.
character's gonna go,
Anon. Her name is Anon, like in Anon.
Oh, Anon is fantastic.
That's your
Okay.
name, Anon.
Brilliant.
It's not
Well, we have
Django. No, just
a lot of people with
Anonymous.
cloaked histories in our
Yeah.
organization. And welcome. I am just
Have a
absolutely
tissue.
pleased beyond what you could imagine that you're here. This is really my great fortune that you have shown up exactly when you did, as I will presently explain. Let's see here. Okay. Anybody care to make a DC 18 knowledge or a dungeoneering or local?
I have a knowledge
Local.
engineering,
Okay.
and I'm willing to try.
You know what? I
Go.
suck at both
Roll 'em.
of those. So
Less
Sure,
talking,
rolling.
more rolling.
No, 9.
I might as well roll. 15.
Okay, I have knowledge of local
Yeah,
affairs.
I mean,
can
you
have
can-
it, I just don't.
Oh,
You
knowledge
can
local
do it
as
unless your
well?
intelligence is
Oh,
negative.
dude, whatever.
It's
You've
gonna
got
make-
like +9 on
Plus
our
9.
knowledge local. Go
Yeah,
for
let's
it.
do it.
3.
That's
Oh,
funny.
couldn't do it.
No,
I don't think any of
Let's
us
try.
we're
What's
not
her
from
face?
here.
Yeah. What is her? Marnie. Marnie.
Nothing.
Marnie who likes
History,
Marnie.
religion.
Yep.
Marne Kantar.
I smell like flowers, by the way,
All right.
That's good. That's better
from
than
all the
most
stuff that she put on.
afterwards.
Like
Well, and
dirty
one
flowers.
armpit is partially braided, and it is uncomfortable.
So I'm like you kind of like this.
Yeah, it's like you
keeps
have a
scratching.
Brillo pad under there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was also oiled correctly before.
I had my own thing going, she ruined it. And you haven't
Okay.
even thought to undo it yet.
So Sheila says that Karaya has just returned from an expedition to the Dark Lands below Varesia, having successfully scouted out a new but relatively minor route down to Narvoth from the Fogscar Mountains.
So is that what's on the, is that what's on the
That
table?
She has, yes, these are Thessalonian artifacts, and
Cool.
I think we should probably go inside now, and that she like looks down the lane of the garden, and the gate, which was open, nobody like greeted you there, or let you in. You notice a few passersby are like slowing down and like,
Right.
rubbernecking it as
I'm
they
still
go
looking
by.
out for that guy I saw at the...
At the
Okay,
end?
yes, I have noted that,
Okay,
and I'm
alright.
actually rolling perception
alright,
checks
I as
as we
well.
go along. So she takes you inside.
I get a +4 on perception.
Yeah, so how do I describe this home? There's a lot of white, there's a lot of mineral blue,
Cool.
and a lot of glass.
Pretty.
Right, right.
But you do notice that whole sections of glass are missing, not broken out, but like here and there, there's just like whole panes that are been removed or never there or something like that. And you do catch a glimpse of an arboretum, like what the heck is it, like a greenhouse type thing.
Yeah.
And so you end up in a lodge, library, and study. The walls are lined with bookshelves. There are several tables in the middle of the room, are heaped with scrolls and books. One table in the center, however, supports only a single object, an ornate cubical stone coffer covered with ornate runes. So Sheila asks you to have a seat around the table. She gestures.
Okay.
I break the chair entrance.
By the way, again, with proactive skills and what it is that you do,
I want to actually.
you gotta break in and just be like, I do this.
Okay.
Okay. I
You
want
know,
to look
well-
at a couple things. With my gnomish curiosity. First of all, that little cubicle chest thingy looks very interesting.
Okay.
I'd really like to look at
Very.
that.
Okay.
And like,
Well, we've stopped at the point where she invites you to sit down.
Okay.
What I'm asking is, during this thing, are you doing anything, looking for anything,
Oh, yeah.
pickpocketing somebody?
All I'm doing is
you know.
looking at that cube and doing a knowledge religion to see if it has anything to do with religious stuff, since I'm a cleric.
Okay.
So I got a, what was that, a 13 plus?
and I'm going to take the long way around the table to go sit down so I
Three.
can kind of check and see if there's any like secret doors.
So I got a 16.
Okay, fantastic.
A
Just
16 to determine if it has anything to do with religion.
Okay. The answer is no.
Okay.
It's not a religious artifact.
Okay. I have a 19.
Covered in mysterious runes.
That would be a knowledge arcana. I got a 19 on perception.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
I'm
I'm
doing,
going to ask.
I'm doing
after
a roll on knowledge
Yeah,
arcana.
the answer is yes. There's a section of the floor that is disguised and gives way into something. Is it a pit trap?
Well
Is it
done.
Go down into
This-
I
you know,
searched
is it a
the
pentagram?
word
You know,
knowledge
That's a
arcana.
rogue
it's
right
that
there.
4 foot
I
square.
do a roll
Okay, and
for
how far
knowledge
from the table?
arcana.
Just like right by the table? Or?
If you're coming in, it's on the opposite side and to the left.
Okay.
All right, do your roll, dude.
Doing a
Go
roll
ahead.
for knowledge arcana.
Yeah. Let more rolling.
Let it
less
fly,
talking.
dude.
4.
Oh,
4
he gets
plus
plus 9 though.
is 13.
Yeah.
Nope, this is easy. They are, you do get something.
Cool.
They're Thessalonian runes.
Okay.
Awesome.
So just, this whole thing is like built on this old empire, and not a
And
small
that's
one
common
either.
knowledge, right?
This
Like,
would
we
be
all
like,
know.
Yeah.
the Chinese 1200 years of, dynasties,
Okay.
It's built up.
died out. Many hundreds and hundreds of years passed away, and then all of a
Even
sudden
you
a
know
new
that.
world is kind of built on top of this whole thing.
Which happens a lot, and that's
Yeah.
Troy's the same way.
So yeah.
Now,
So,
So we know it has.
Coolest thing
well,
about
he
China
at least thinks it.
is the tomb of the first emperor of China, Cheng Shi Huangdi.
That's a
They've-
name right there.
They discovered it, and they've been excavating it since the 1980s.
wow.
They can't excavate very much of it, though. It's kind of ground up. Because just like, the movies, Indiana Jones, or whatever, it's trapped.
Awesome.
The tomb is trapped. There's even a river of mercury going
Oh,
down
wow.
inside of it, yeah.
Really?
So they
awesome.
kind